Every year, Apple drops a new color for the springtime, and this year for the iPhone 14, that color is yellow. But it's not the same as the yellow that we saw on the iPhone 11 or on the iPhone XR. So in this video, we're going to unbox this new iPhone 14 color. We're going to compare it to the previous yellow colors of iPhone, and also throw that yellow phone into Apple's new silicone cases, which they also just released for the spring. All right, so we're going to start with the yellow iPhone 14. And as you can see on the box, we do have that yellow color displayed on the front, along with the yellow iPhone text on the side and the yellow Apple logo up top and bottom. And we have our simple peel tab right here. So we're going to peel off both the top and bottom layers. Now, fun fact, I actually did not even look at this phone in person in the Apple Store. So this is my first time actually seeing this. And wow, that is a very banana color. I don't know. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw this was banana. And I'm already trying to compare this to the iPhone XR and the iPhone 11 here. But before I get ahead of myself, let's take a look at what else is in the box. Of course, it's going to be our typical stuff. We do have our little Apple sticker right there, along with our eSIM documentation and our USB-C to Lightning cable. And that is everything. Here is the iPhone 14. We're going to peel this off right here so you can see what that yellow looks like, along with the frame on the side, which is a little bit of a darker shade of yellow, more of like a goldish yellow, I would say. Now let's do the same for the iPhone 14 Plus. Now we did not get any new colors for the iPhone 14 Pro this year. So usually Apple releases new colors for the regular phones and their Pro phones, but for whatever reason this year we only got new colors for the regular 14 and the 14 Plus. So here's what it looks like on the Plus model. Of course, the same size, and we have the same everything in the box, just slightly larger for that Plus size. All right, and we're gonna boot both of these up so I can put that new yellow wallpaper on it. And in the meantime, I do want to compare this to the yellow iPhone 11 and the yellow iPhone XR, the two previous yellow colors that we've had on the iPhone. And you can see this one is kind of a mix between both of them. So here is the iPhone 11 compared to the iPhone 14. And you can see that the 14 just has a deeper tone. This iPhone 11 is more of like a pastel color, I would say. And on the edges, it's actually more similar than it is on the back, the actual glass. So the iPhone 11, again, is a little bit lighter, but it is more of a similar shade on those borders. And you can also see that right here inside of the camera housing, we do have more of a bright color of yellow versus the pastel and more subdued colors in the iPhone 11. And then compared to the iPhone XR, the iPhone XR is what I would describe as more of like a, I don't know, it's like a yield sign. When you see a yield sign on the road that has that yellow color, this is what that looks like. It's like Sesame Street yellow. It's a pure yellow, deep yellow color that you would see just out and about. Whereas the iPhone 14 yellow is I can't really put my finger on it. It is lighter, you can see, but it's not like pastel light. It's like I said, it's like a mix between the iPhone 11 and the iPhone XR. The XR is going to be much darker than the iPhone 14. Now, when we go to the borders here, you can see this is a big difference between the iPhone XR and the iPhone 14. So the borders, it's much more yellow on the iPhone 14, whereas on the XR, it was more of like this, I don't know, like this tannish yellow color, not really even a shade of yellow in my opinion. And I would compare the camera housing, but there's really not a camera housing on the iPhone XR. It's just one little lens right there, but you could see that the color is different as well compared to the iPhone 14. And also on the iPhone XR, we do have the iPhone text, whereas on the iPhone 14 or the iPhone 11, we do not have any text on there, so it is cleaner. And we're just gonna run through the setup process real quick because I am curious to see what version we are running, what version of iOS this phone is running, and also I wanna see that new yellow iPhone 14 wallpaper on this phone. Okay, so it does not come with the yellow iPhone in the background. Let's check and see what version we are running. So we are running version 16.3 out of the box here for this iPhone 14. Now let's go ahead and check out the new wallpaper. Let's go to our wallpaper section. We're going to add a new wallpaper, and we're going to go down to our collections, and we're going to go all the way over to this wallpaper right here. So we have midnight, starlight, red, blue, purple, and yellow. So there is our yellow color. We're going to go ahead and add that to check out what that looks like. So that is what it looks like on the home screen and there on the lock screen. It looks pretty good in my opinion. So I'm really feeling this iPhone 14 color. I'm not a big fan of yellow at all, but I don't know. This is like a really cool banana-like version of yellow that I actually dig. I actually really like this color, even though I'm not normally a fan of that. I do like it better than the iPhone XR yellow, and definitely better than the yellow iPhone 11. I was never a fan of that pastel color on the iPhone 11, but I'm really feeling this color here on the iPhone 14. And now I want to try out Apple's new spring collection of their silicone cases on this new yellow iPhone 14. So we have the yellow color here, which is called Canary Yellow. We have the purple here, which is called Iris. We have the green, which is called Olive. And then we have this blue color, which is called Sky. And I have all four colors for both iPhones. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these on. We're gonna start with the Canary Yellow on the regular iPhone 14, and we're gonna start with the Iris on the 14 Plus. Packaging is top notch as always from Apple, and this is very similar to how it was on previous silicone cases. So we have the MagSafe little circle inside with that microfiber inside as well. I am a pretty big fan of these silicone cases. I don't typically buy the cases from Apple since they are a little bit pricey. They're $50, but you know, some people like them, and you do have a lot of really cool color options that you don't necessarily see with other, you know, case manufacturers out there. So we're gonna go ahead and put in the iPhone 14 in yellow on the Canary Yellow case, and it is a match made in heaven. Of course, this is made for this new yellow iPhone, and it looks amazing on it. I really like it. It really complements the housing because it's not the same color as the camera housing here, so it really plays off of that, and you can see the Apple logo is more of the color that we see in that camera housing. So I really like the Canary Yellow on the new yellow iPhone 14. Now we do have a little bit of a lip here on the case. However, I would not really trust this for major drop protection. Maybe like 10 feet, maybe just dropping it, you know, when you're getting out of the car and you drop your phone. This may protect you there, and the back is definitely protected. We do have a nice decent lip around the camera, so I would not worry about the cameras cracking. But for the front glass, if you don't have a screen protector, you know, I don't know, this doesn't stick out enough for me. It doesn't seem like as durable of a case if you're really going to be dropping your phone a lot. So if you need something with more drop protection, if you drop your phone a lot, if you're an outdoors person and you always have your phone outdoors, I would not recommend this silicone case because it is going to see damage on the case itself. Plus, we don't have a major lip here on the front to really, you know, resist those big drops, those big falls from more than 10 feet, I would say. But if you're looking for just aesthetics and just, you know, something that feels good in the hand and something that perfectly matches the color of your iPhone, Apple always does it right with their silicone cases in that instance. All right, I got a little carried away there. Let's go ahead and open up some of these other cases. I really just make videos like this so you guys don't have to go to the Apple store and wonder what you should buy yourself. I'm hoping that these videos can make it easier for you to make a purchasing decision. So here is that Iris color with the yellow iPhone 14, and I don't know, this is a little off for me. I don't think the Iris would go well with the yellow. It's two like completely different tones, and they don't really play well together in my opinion, especially on the front. You know, with these cases, you could always see a little splash of that yellow, so it's not like you're only seeing the color of the case, and the purple and yellow just don't go together in my opinion. Unless maybe you're a Lakers fan, a Los Angeles Lakers fan, that may work, but I don't think this color looks that great. I do really love how these cases come off though, by the way. It's very easy and it just feels very smooth on your phone. Like I always feel like my phone is protected, at least on the inside. Like the back glass of my iPhone always feels so safe in these Apple silicone cases. I think it's because of that really solid microfiber material inside, and just the edges are so soft. I don't know, my phone always just feels so safe when it's inside of one of these cases. Now let's check out that Sky case on the yellow iPhone 14. Again, everything is the same, so I'm not going to go through the unboxing process for all of these, but here is what that sky color looks like with the yellow iPhone 14. Actually not as bad as I thought. Now these are also kind of not really opposites, but these are completely different colors, but they kind of play well together. They're both kind of light colors, nothing too crazy, and this could actually work. I could actually see this working. I could see some people rocking this yellow iPhone with the Sky case. And I think this also works because on the front glass, like when you're looking at the screen, the yellow part of the bezel there doesn't really clash with the blue on the case. It actually kind of complements it. I think they look really well together. And then the final color is olive, and I'm trying to determine if this is darker than the purple or not. I think it is darker than the purple. They're both very similar in terms of the, you know, darkness of the shade, but we're gonna see how this looks with the yellow iPhone. I think it will look better than the purple, and yeah, it does. I could actually see this working as well, and here it is compared to that Sky case. I could see this working. This is more of like a neutral green, like it is like an olive, but I wouldn't say it's like army green. I don't know, it kind of is army green, but it's more of like a gray undertone in that green color. And I like it. I really like it. I think this case could go with any color of iPhone, even this yellow. And again, on the front, we have that yellow bezel, which doesn't really clash with the color of this case. I think the only one I really didn't like was this purple case with the yellow iPhone. All the other cases looked great. The olive looked great, the sky looked great, and of course the canary yellow looked amazing. It looked perfect for the yellow iPhone 14. However, if I had to choose one, I would say, honestly, I would probably say the sky. I mean, it's such a unique combination, I think. I think this is such a unique combination. The olive is cool, but it's kind of boring, and the canary yellow is just like what everybody's gonna do. So if you wanna be a little bit different and you wanna go out of the box, I think that this is the best color combination for the yellow iPhone. Some may disagree. This is just my personal opinion. I'm just trying to show you guys. You make your own decision. You may love the purple. This is just my opinion. But I think the sky with the yellow, I don't know, it's different, it's unique. I don't like having things that everybody else has, so I feel like this is a color combination that not everybody is going to have, and it still looks cool and fresh. So that is the yellow iPhone 14 and 14 Plus, along with a look at Apple's new Spring silicone cases, and also a comparison to the yellow iPhone 11 and yellow iPhone XR. So I hope this video helped you out. Hope this video gave you a good idea as to what to expect with this yellow iPhone, and hopefully save you a trip to the Apple Store. So if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up. Also, check out this video right here. I think you might enjoy that one after watching this video. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.